to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm gonna do a collective reading, but mainly just tarot. Um, but I got these out because this pretty much keep coming out and what stands out the most. With your worth is not measured by your productivity, and the version of you that people create in their mind is not your responsibility. And being alone is better than being with the wrong person. And unsolicited opinions from random people. Um, yeah, so that came out in like previous readings before. But then while I was shuffling the rest of the cards out, it flipped over. Um, then it was Never Need a Bitch, I'm What a Bitch Need. And that also came up. And then that popped, like the weekend popped in my head. So that's the song I'm playing right now. And it's called Heartless, if you was wondering. Um, that's literally how he starts the song. Like, never need a bitch, I'm what a bitch need. He's trying to find someone that can fix him. But then later in the song, he kept saying, like, there won't never be a wedding plans because he's heartless. And then he lost his mind. He lost his heart and his mind. And then with this person, they were saying like they're better with their mind than with their heart. And I was just like, that's a lie, and that makes absolutely no sense. Um, and then yeah, it was out of sight, out of mind. And then it was a goal with no plan is called a delusion. You need a plan in order to achieve your goals, right? And then it turned into this. So I guess this is the type of energy that you're on, okay? Like after you realize that your productivity, like your worth and stuff like that is not measured by your productivity. Um and then people that like have goals but no plan on achieving those goals and have to go or even how to go after it, it's like you seem like clearly want somebody else to show you the steps or achieve it for you, unless you would have came up with a plan on your own. So it's just like, yeah, I'm good, I'm alright. Like, because you should, like, it seems like they're not trying to put in no type of work and stuff like that. And then, or they might expect you and be looking at you and think that you're going to do something for them or achieve the goal for them. And it's like, it's not your goal. So you're just like, yeah, nah, out of sight, out of mind. That's not my responsibility. But also, I keep saying, like, this person needs you way more than you need them. You never need a bitch, you what a bitch need. Like, yeah. Told you this person was a bitch. But, then we got some charms. So, the first one that came out was Apple. And then what I thought about was like teaching, like going to class and stuff like that, so some form of knowledge. But also health. They was like an apple a day keep the doctors away. Um, Also, I have a card that say if you an apple will keep anybody away if you throw it hard enough. So yeah, that was from Soul Eater. And then we have a ballerina. So to be flexible. So where it was this way, and then it flipped over to the other side. It's like you realize what your responsibility is and what's not your responsibility, and it's like you don't mind being flexible and doing things for people, but you're not doing the whole thing for people, right? It's not just you're giving them the answers and they taking the credit and just be like, or they slapping their name on it and be like, yeah, I did this, and it's like, no, 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 no. Um, and then we have a rose. So it was like there's love and there's purity and there's innocence, but if it's not equal, like I said, like it's like you flexible with it and a contortionist with it. So it's like even if this person with this unsolicited advice from random people, it's not affecting your self worth. So it's like, oh, you shouldn't wear this, or you don't look good wearing in this and this, that, and the third. It's just like, all right, whatever. That's their opinion. That popped in my head. It's my opinion. Like, I also have that on the card, but it's just like you don't really care. Like, you feel like you look good, you look nice, you love the way you look, and that's how you going and that's how you moving. With the angel wings, it's like you're not pleasing anybody else but spirit. That's all you care about. And then we have this little, I don't know what to call it, but it's pretty much for like royalty and stuff like that. So then what popped in my head before I did all the shuffling when I had the charms out is like if this person have some sort of spiritual ranking. There we go. About to say awaken. It's like that's. Oh, you could be having a spiritual awakening and realizing your spiritual ranking, and where this person thought their spiritual, because they have some type of or some sort of spiritual abilities, they was able to get away with certain things. Their spiritual ranking is not compared to your spiritual ranking. So I'm gonna use the military. Okay, if you don't understand the military, that's fine. So at the top, okay, there's the colonel. Then there's other people underneath that. So when you come in, you start off as a private. Then there's like a private two. Then a private something something. But it's still two. So I'm just going with private two. And then after that, we're just gonna stop there because that's all I know. Is it sergeant? Then staff sergeant? First sergeant? Or is it first sergeant then staff sergeant? Good question. Either way, we're gonna start off with there's a colonel, okay? Then there's a lieutenant. That's beneath colonel. And then yeah, there's sergeants. But even if it's staff or first, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just sergeant. And then it's privates, because that's the lowest, okay? Then well, technically the lowest would be civilians, but whatever. Civilians don't really have to listen to anybody in the military unless it's a time where you have to like end up where they're trying to like not even trying when they're replacing the police like then you have to listen to them. In periods of war, you might want to listen to them because they're trying to protect you. That's their job. But but it's like this person is a private trying to tell you where you could be the lieutenant what the fuck to do, and it's just like that's not how that goes. It goes lieutenant tells private what to do. So if they thought just because they was in the military they can tell anybody what to do, yeah, they about to get kicked out, bro. They about to lose their spiritual gift, get kicked out, all that. Especially because they was warned plenty of times to stop doing the shit that they was doing, and they kept doing it. So it's like you realize you're ranking your gift and realize you pretty much was listening to somebody that you didn't have to listen to, or giving them the time of day that you really didn't have to. Um, yeah, and then we have a swan, right? A pink swan, and pink is all about like love, comfort, sweets, and stuff, that kind of thing. And then swans are very elegant, but also if you fuck around and find out like they pretty and shit, so it's like you can sit pretty, you don't bother nobody, you don't have no problem being by yourself or anything like that. But it's like if they come and bother you, you gonna show them like why people normally leave you alone, like that kind of thing. Um, and then we have a butterfly, because like you no longer. So it's like you change and transform into, especially with that like ballerina, you're very flexible. So like I said with the swan, like you're pretty, you're cute to look at, but it's like when somebody bother you, you switch into like you still cute and pretty to look at. It's just you gonna defend yourself, you gonna protect yourself, right? And it's like where before where you let other people like get randomly give you random ass people that you don't know like give their opinions that you never asked for, and you probably changed your idea or your goals or what you was gonna do based off what they was gonna like what they're saying. It's like you're no longer doing that. Um, or bending over backwards to help other people to get them to like you, to love you and stuff like that. You're no longer doing that because you realized and learned that you really much is hurting yourself. And when the apple came out, the I'm pretty sure it's a tiger or a lion that was pretty much on this side of it. So it's just like your battle or your challenge is your pride or your ego. And where certain people, their pride is, or their ego is, I'm always right, I'm always this, I'm always that. Your per se, it's people pleasing. And, or just enabling people to do shit that's very destructive to, yeah, still people pleasing, I think. like kind of thing, and or be just simply being a pushover. And if your reason of doing that is because you feel like doing that measure your worth, like this makes you worthy for people to be around you, or for people to love you and stuff like that. When that's not the case, they love like this version of you that they created in their head more per se than who you are truly. And that's why the butterfly is here. Like you transform and become that person. Then we have the dragonfly, right? So pretty much in like the present moment, because the dragon they have they fly really fast, right? And they like zoom around. So it's like you finding what works for you, and you don't, even if it like means like turning, you don't like mind taking that turn and staying like you just living in the present moment and putting this whole thing behind you, or trying to put this behind you, because we have the horse, and horse is all about movements, right, and freedom. So I was talking about the flexibility. So like you taking your freedom into your own hands, and you being flexible with it. Like you realizing like you don't know everything, okay, but you're open and you're willing to learn. And even like about you, like it's still things about yourself that you don't know. Like, and then as years go on, things are gonna change. Like when you were a kid, you probably had no problem drinking Capri Suns, and now you drink it. You just like, what the hell is this? Like, how? Why did I like this when I was a kid? Probably because the sugar at the time. Who knows? Okay, like who knows? Um, the excitement of getting juice, nobody knows. But it's like you're freeing yourself and being more flexible and understanding with yourself, but also with everybody in your environment, and allowing them to show them who they are, but also allowing yourself to show you who you are, what you're capable of. And it's like you're not doing it to prove anybody wrong or to prove it to anybody else but yourself. You're doing it for you. And that's what the pink was, the whole being comfortable, like comfort is like you being comfortable in your own skin and comfortable with your worth and dictating your worth and saying like, if you feel like you're a 9, it doesn't matter if somebody come to you and be like, oh, you actually a 7. Who gives a fuck? Who is that person? Who's them to you? Do they know you? No. Why does it matter what the fuck they say? You still a 9. Fuck them. Um. Oh no! It popped in my head. Like the nanny, right? So let's say you're the nanny, right? So you're Miss Fine, right? Which is pretty much what's her name? I forgot who actually played her, but either way, Fletcher, something like that. And you doing what's best for you. You wearing the clothes that you feel comfortable in, right? You doing this, you doing that. And Cece, right, who's pretty much was working with the like her pretty much boss, pretty much, and always trying to well, they did pretty much insult her, and always trying to like bring you down and try to make it seem like you shouldn't feel like you're this 9 or this 10. You shouldn't feel like you're perfect or you're good and you're pretty and you're cute and you're this, because they don't see you that way. And it's like you don't even think of yourself that way, so it's just like, why does it matter what you think of me? And then we have a bee, right? This is a bee or a fly? If it's a bee, that means something sweet is about to happen. If it's a fly, there's negative energy around you. And then we have a reindeer. So if you haven't watched the winter solstice reading, I would say to watch it. It's pretty much a pick a card, okay? So you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can like look at which one works for you. Because it pretty much was talking about like during the winter, like the down months where you can't really, well, there's some things that grow in the winter, but you can't really harvest pretty much. Also, with well, certain seeds, they need to be in the freezer for a moment, okay, and then planted. So it's like wild things. So pretty much in the winter, wild thing, you can't harvest anything. You can't really plant anything because the ground was like fertile. What did you do? like with the before with the plan, like what you started working on to plan for like when the land was the grounds were fertile. Like I said, some seeds need to be in the freezer. Did you put those seeds in the freezer? So when the land is good, that you can then take them out and put them in the put them in the ground and they, you know, germinate. There we go. But I forgot what it is. It's not like a freezing period, but they need like some of them are actually supposed to be in the freezer before you plant them. And then we have a cow. Um, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like the cow could be a lot of different things. Like they provide milk. Um, but it could also be like the white and the black, like light and shade, the duality of it. Um, or it could just simply be like this person wanted somebody to be, oh, they cash cow. Duh. Yeah. Because if you're the one with the royalty and the wealth and like they wanted to just pretty much latch on to you and make you do everything. But yeah. But now we're gonna get fully started. So I'm gonna get turned. If you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down because I'm gonna cleanse out the space and the energy and fix the camera back to its natural position. Because he was able to see the chimes. Okay. Ready? Okay. So, oh yeah. So as you can see over here, this is the bottom of the deck. So first off, we have from the before tarot. The bottom of the deck is the devil. Then if you look over here, we also have the devil. And then we also have the lovers right next to the devil. So it pretty much told me like it's a karmic situation or a karmic relationship. And then underneath the lovers is the empress. And every time the empress come up, the queen of swords come up, which is you. And so it's like, and also with the page of swords coming out, it's like you are on guard or alert to this karmic relationship or situationship that you have. But with it being the before tarot, and then we got here, it's like you weren't really. It's just the devil has the link in his hand. He doesn't. The link is not attached to. Not the link. The change is not attached to the altar. So it was like where before you probably like, because underneath this devil was the seven of swords. So it's like this person, whoever caused all this, was being real deceptive. And I'm assuming it was the male, because over here the female looks surprised. So the male did something that you, or had red flags that you didn't really pay attention to, or like you just gave the benefit of the doubt. And it's like now it's coming a time for you to protect yourself or to actually like be on guard. And you trying to figure out like where did this person come from, like how they like this, and it's because person was a knight of wands, which means a player. They flighty, in and out, hot and cold. Then with the king of pentacles, your person was more as a materialistic player, so they go where they feel like the grass is greener. So let's say, I think pretty sure I made this analogy in one of the videos. The other person's grass was greener because it was fake, right? Now this person's left. They're no longer there. They see that your grass is green. You figured out how to take care of your garden, pretty much, without this person, just by yourself. And it's very fertile. It's green. You think about planting some new things in there, putting this there, putting that there, adding stuff to it. And it's like they see that you're doing better without them, and now they're trying to come back. and be like, oh, I didn't mean all that. Like, it was an accident. It was this, it was that. Or they simply ghosted you and disappeared and never said anything. And then gonna try and make it seem like, oh, they had family, some like family issues to deal with. Because I don't know why that popped in my mouth. But so, like, something to deal with. Like, and it's just like, okay, but you could have said, you might not hear from me for like a while because I haven't, like, I'm going through something. It had nothing to do with you, but this gonna need my full attention, like that kind of thing. But that's not what they did. They just upped and left, and then upped and left, enjoyed their time, expected you to wait for them to boo and cry, but when they come back, just pick it up like they never left, and it's just like, no. That's why it became delusional. They didn't have a plan, and even if that was their plan, that's not a plan because that's not a good plan. So that's not a plan. So that's why I keep coming up like this person intentionally did this. This person's very materialistic and superficial. And it's a karmic. And it's like you already learned this karmic lesson. They trying to, it's okay. You know, like where it's illegal to impersonate a cop? Not a cop. What? I think so. A cop and a doctor. It's like they trying to impersonate being a teacher, and it's like nobody. They're not authorized to teach you. They're not even authorized to start this cycle back up. But they trying to make it seem like this cycle's supposed to start over again or start back up because you haven't learned the lessons, but you actually did learn the lessons. Oh, cow, bull, yeah. And we have a yeah. Some it's like the masculine and the feminine pretty much battling it out. But like I said in one of the videos, like even if you are a female, you're more masculine than this person, and they feel inadequate or intimidated by you. So low key, they just a woman hater. Then, but this player, that's the reason why they do that. They break females' hearts because they feel jealous and inadequate. So even if you date this person, you had very high self-esteem. This person destroyed it because they didn't. They don't have high self-esteem and really care or like themselves. So why should you? Especially if you're a woman, that kind of thing. If it's a dude, they would pretty much make it seem like they have some sort of beef or some sort of disagreement, or like will just need diss them like repeatedly, but it's still out of jealousy and envy. So we have strength in the before tarot. So like I was saying before, like a problem or the conflict could just simply be that y your strength and your confidence is bothering this person's pride and ego. And the only reason pride and ego would be bothered by that is because you actually have true strength. You don't need to use your ego to do certain things. Where they're just mainly in their ego. Right? With the devil here, it's just mainly in ego and pride and arrogance and stepping over to the next person to get ahead, and where you don't have to do that. What you can do. You stay in your lane. If you can't do it, you seek help. You get help. Or if the next person do it before you can, you be like, all right, but I'm still gonna do mine. It's that kind of thing. And then we have the Hierophant. This time it didn't come out slanted. Look at that. Um, but I would say that it's decreasing. So it went from strength to the Hierophant, and strength is 8, and then Hierophant is 5. So, and 5 is all about like conflict and change and transition. So it's like Where before, where you had somebody else pretty much telling you what to do, you're no longer doing that, especially if they don't. Because the Hierophant used to be called the Pope. You know, the Pope was supposed to be the leader of the Catholic Church and stuff like that. So it's like, you're not listening to a person that doesn't have any goals or just doesn't know how to plan to achieve their goals. And just look for other people to do it and do it for them. And the Hierophant could also talk about like healing. So it's like you're healing from people's control, because that's what eight's all about: control and movements, and karmic and being in the loop and stuff like that. It's like you're taking control over yourself and realize you have the confidence and the strength to get yourself out of any karmic loop or any karmic debt, any karmic contract that you're in. You can heal from it and get yourself out of it. And yeah, with the apple, simply just by the spiritual knowledge or realizing, seeing it for what it is, and then realizing like, all right, I gotta get the fuck out of here and get up out of there. Um, but with the tiger or the lion being out here, like I said, it could just simply be your pride, or it could be like the people pleasing. You know who you are. If you have pride in your ego, you need to go through some ego deaths. Okay, a couple of ego deaths, because I don't see why that's up like that. Um, that's why it came out as delusional. And if it's people pleasing, you gotta stop that. Is this aspect. The other side was like the ego aspect. This aspect is the people pleasing aspect. You gotta stop that and heal from it. Because it's not helping nobody. You feel like it's helping you, but it's not helping you. People are actually benefiting off of you not having boundaries. People are benefiting off of you having low self esteem. Which is why they don't want you to fix it. Because if you fix it, you will no longer do certain things that they want you to do. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. If you actually care and love yourself the way that you should, you won't have this like the karmic contracts. I was like, the more you learn and the less karmic debt you have, the less karmics you will attract. So if you have actual zero karmic debt, you will still have karmic lessons, yes, but it's not going to destroy you, because it's like math, right? It's like, so you learned how to add, right? And then you learned how to subtract. Then you go from that from to addition, multiplication, which is pretty much similar to addition, right? And division, kind of similar to I think before all that you gotta learn fractions. Either way, before you get to division, you might have to learn fractions, but I don't remember. Okay, I just remember it was multiplications, subtraction, then it was addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Then we had fractions, and then we had decimals, and then we did like it all ties together, and it all like you have to know this in order to know this, and in order to know that, to know this and to know that, and so it was like you're no longer on. Because what just popped in my head was imaginary numbers. So it's like you're no longer on that baby level. You more like, was that trigonometry and algebra 2? Like over there type thing. Okay? I think, what calculus, was that 1 or 2? Either way, you up there. Okay? Up there. No, not down like where they trying to keep people on like baby level stuff. Like you surpass that kind of thing. And they trying to keep you stuck there, and so you don't get to the level that you need to get to. But then it's like you need to know this information because it's beneficial for your future, okay? And so you don't hurt yourself, or to like be able to find your life purpose and stuff like that. And where this person is pretty much trying to make you feel like you have to do things in order to be worthy, or also to have purpose or to have meaning, and it's like that's not the case. If they don't see your worth or see your value, that's on them, not on you. Here, the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're healing, recharging, and resting. Then we have the Butterfly, because you're going through a transition. With the 5 being here. Now, this say something about like your spiritual ranking or your spiritual gift, or it could just simply be a spiritual awakening. You're realizing that you are loving and kind, and that's your strength, which is why they try to attack it. They try to attack the strongest part of you, which is your loving and kindness. Also, your confidence, if you didn't realize that, but that's not on you. Oh, that's why the swan is that came out, because you're very out, like, you're not boastful or bragging about it. You're very elegant about it. You have a very elegant sense to you, style to you. And yeah, because the cow is smiling. You're actually the King of Pentacles. You're more King of Pentacles than this person. You're more stable, grounded, and financial. Like, you can be more financially stable and abundant than this person could ever be. But they want you to imagine yourself as, like, I'm not going to say, like, you can be a billionaire, because I'm not sure, okay? I'm not sure if that's in your future. If you want that to be in your future, you know that's in your future, you go ahead, okay? You go ahead. But this person is trying to make it seem like you are meant to stay in low class. And it's like, what? What? And it's like they're not even middle class themselves. So it's just like, what? Like, that kind of thing. So it's like, were you the one that had the ideas and the knowledge and the education to be able to move yourself forward and to move on? They want you to think and imagine that you're going to be pretty much poor or homeless. And that did come out with the homelessness. But I just thought they was wishing that, like, hoping that on you. But it could be just like they want you to think that you're going to end up homeless. Or be on the... It's some... Like I said, it's pretty delusional. Every time. Just straight craziness. So now we're going to get into the tarot. So we have the Queen of Cups. So we have it from here. So it was like... Oh, also, seeing that this was the before tarot, and I said, like, you keep coming up as the Queen of Swords. So before, you probably was this Queen of Cups. Very caring and loving and nurturing. Well, except with the people pleasing, like, you wanted... And stuff like that. But people taking your kindness as a weakness and taking advantage of your kindness and of your love and your genuine nature. And now you're healing from that, which is why now, when the Four of Swords, which is now when you realize certain things, like what we got over here, you become the Queen of Swords, and you start cutting people out and detaching from certain people. And, protecting your love and protecting you, love of self. And it's like, if somebody or anybody that's trying to impose on your self-esteem or your self-worth or your goals or your life purpose or what you're trying to do for you. Isn't this a swan? Look at that. Just you're not portraying yourself anymore to please other people. And so, because I remember the Queen of Cups came out before. Well, okay. So I'm saying you're the Queen of Swords, but now Queen of Cups is coming out. And I remember the Queen of Cups reverse came out. So it's like this person is going to try to meet you, like mirror you. But it's like they don't know who you are anymore. So they're trying, or even trying to come in as the Queen of Cups when they're actually the Queen of Cups reversed. They're really selfish and self-centered and manipulative emotionally. And they just pretty much love themselves and don't love nobody else. So they want everybody to give them love. They like they take and take until there's nothing left to take, and then look at you and be like, well, go find it, give me some, like that. And it's like, that's not really fair to you, right? Because we see here, like with the Queen of Cups, she's on her throne, right? And then the dolphin pretty much just come, like, brought the cup to her. But it's like that. Like, this person wants you to always come and bring things to them rather than them get up and go get it themselves. Where you're the person that don't mind going up, like going and go get it yourself and stuff like that, or somebody. I mean, even when somebody come and bring it to you, like you protect it. So it doesn't like break or anything like that. Now we have the Hermit clarifying the Queen of Cups. So going within, like I was saying before, with the getting answers for yourself. Okay, so with the Hermit, not the Hermit, the Hierophant and the Hermit being here, it is definitely something about spiritual knowledge, especially with the apple. And reasons why now in the church and stuff like that they have multiple Bibles is so like you can pretty much read along and pretty much book Galileo and his whole fight with the Catholic Church, where the Catholic Church was wrong and was telling other people like wrong information, and Galileo was like, the sun does not circle around the earth circles around the sun. And the church was like, what do you know? You don't have the knowledge that I have. And then Galileo proved them wrong, and then they was like, we're actually supposed to be reading the Bible for ourselves and getting our own interpretation, but come together, right, to talk about it, to try, to that kind of thing. So even like with philosophers, right? They wrote their own little books, but they still had time where they came together and they talked about what they learned and what they discovered and that kind of thing, where the church wasn't trying to do that whatsoever. They was like, nah, this is what it says. It's this, it's that. And it's just like, it's not actually that. And it's like you starting to realize that not everybody, let's say if they are pastor or priest or stuff like that, or even a high priestess, right? Or a tarot reader, like not everybody knows what they're talking about or have the knowledge that they're talking about. And which is why it's important for you to use your intuition and your knowledge, because I'm not there with you. I'm not holding your hand. So I can tell you, like, this is what's happening, this is what I'm thinking is happening, and then it's like, okay. Then it's like you see other cards and be like, all right. So it's like, yeah, that confirms like that's actually happening. And then it's just like, other than that, I won't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know if this message resonates with you. I won't know. You will know though, because you know what you're going through. It's just like spirit would just tell me like, yo, tell them this, and then I'll tell you that kind of thing. And if you realize like, damn, like I really am going through this. And there's like mad things you said that I am going through. Then you realize it resonates with you. I'm actually getting and receiving messages from spirit. Versus the people that's like, it might not resonate with you, and that's okay. And it's like you watching, and they be like, oh, maybe it's not this video, but it's another video. You don't watch like 50 videos, and none of the videos is resonated with you. It's just like that person is not for you, or just simply. That's like that person's just not for you, right? Their video just don't resonate with you. They're not your frequency, and your frequency is and their frequency is two totally different frequencies. You need to find somebody that's closer to your frequency that can actually help you, because this person gonna lead you. Like, you listening to their advice and nothing's gonna change, or things change for the worse. And then we have the High Priestess. And where the pillars is supposed to represent like stability and stuff like that. The yin and the yang are so with the cow, the white, and the funny isn't that, nope, that's a bull, because it has the horns. But it's supposed to be a girl. Isn't a bull, dude? Either way, And they're trying to make it seem like I said before, like they try to make it seem like they stable and they grounded. They know what they talking about. They just spiritual being with the terror um being here. Um, that's the first 3 books. No, first 5 books. Excuse me. Of well, our Bible, the Catholics, the Christian Bible and the Catholic Bible, but the Torah is pretty much the first 5 books of the Jewish Bible. First 5 books of the Old Testament, not the New Testament. Okay, okay. And especially with the moon being here, the hermit's face is in the moon. Um, the moon card. So it's like you have intuition. This person, like I said before, like even if they had some type of spiritual ranking and stuff like that, compared to you, it's nothing. And my analogy of like you were the lieutenant and this person is like a private and they telling you what to do, and it's like that's not how that works. My other analogy, like this person is a child but they want to have like say, and you're listening, and it's like you're the child, like that kind of thing. It's like if I'm not here, you don't know how to survive and defend for yourself, so why am I listening to, like, that kind of thing. And seeing that your back is turned to this high priestess, is you're realizing that this person is not for you. You go on your own. You seek your answers for yourself because this person is not going to provide you the answers that you need to receive. And yeah, then we have the magician with the Kabbalah deck, which talks about lessons. Because and then seeing that these are major arcana, so these are major life lessons that you're needing to learn, that this Queen of Cups is learning, that there are tricksters out there. Not everybody is who they say they are. Not everybody has the tools that they need in order to move forward. They don't have the confidence to actually apply themselves the way that needs to be applied. And then with Mercury being here, that's before they communicate and tell you what they want to tell you, but not what you need to know. So this is why it's important to read between the lines. With the High Priestess being here, use your intuition to read between the lines. If something feels off, it's off for a reason. You wouldn't just get it for no reason. You've been like with the swan or anything like that, or even the cow. Like, you can be by yourself and things are fine, or the tiger, you by yourself, things are fine. But then you also realize when there's like something changed, you like something's off, like something's not right, and gotta act accordingly. With the Page of Swords, like you have to be on alert. I don't know if you're not on alert, but you need to be on alert about something. If you don't know what you need to be on alert on, it's just there's a fake person around you, a false person around you, and trying to make it seem like they want to provide you answers and support and stability because they love you and they want to help you, and that's a lie. Also, Mercury interrupts with is also tied to technology, and we also had fake accounts, con artists, like this. That's around you. This person will create fake accounts. It's also gathering people. They're doing a lot of shit. But the actual person that's like the ringleader, person that's in charge and that's doing all this, they're blocked. And yeah, it's which is why they're trying to recruit people and lie to them, which continue to be a trickster and not fully tell them what's going on, or why you're not talking, or why you blocked. And it's like once they actually see and know the truth, then it will make sense. But where these people, some of them could be enablers, because that also came up, was enabling this person to do whatever they want to do, even though it's wrong. It's just like they will still suffer karma. They are still attached to this person karma. Whatever the fuck they did, spirit saw. Okay, they've been watching. They've been like, karma hasn't hit them yet, but when karma does hit them, everybody, even the enablers, are going to get hit. because like we had before in a previous reading, you were innocent. You didn't do anything to be ghosted, to be attacked verbally, to be stalked, to be like attacked verbally, abusive, verbally, physically, or even emotionally, socially, to be lied about, talked about, belittled, besmirched. I don't know why that's popping in my head, but deframed and all this. Like they trying to do a lot of things, and all of it was unnecessary and unwarranted. Like it's just like they just woke up and chose violence, and then because over here is pretty much what they want to say to you, or if they come to you, how they gonna try to, what they gonna try to say, how they gonna try to act, and what they gonna try to move and stuff like that. But it's like they like from what I'm gathering from the readings I'm doing, because they pretty much some of them, not some of them, all of them is connected, but it doesn't like flow the way it needs to flow. Because it's different points of view, so I also gotta get everybody's point of views. Um, so it's like you see their true colors and you know the truth, and they're gonna try to come to you to make it seem like you don't know the truth, you saw it wrong. And but the thing is, the thing about truth doesn't change. A fact never change. A fact is a fact. And versus an opinion change. A fact doesn't change. So you seen the truth, and they gonna try and make like pass it off to be like, oh, that's not who I am. That was a bad first impression, and it's just like you've been there for months. Like that's not first impression. That's just an impression. And it's like now they're trying to change that impression that they left on you, and it's like, nope, that's who you are. That's really who you are. It's just you are not pleased with the impression that you left, but just your pride and your ego. Because now you feel like, oh, I know I can do better, which is now you're going to try to do better, overcompensate to do better, rather than just simply realize, damn, I fucked up, and just change. I'm trying to go back. Like, why are we going backwards? There's no need. See, Eight of Swords. This is a trap. Keep you stuck and imprisoned. See, juggling. Two of Pentacles. Going round and round, multitasking. Then we have, you see the boats and the waves, stuff like that. There's mixed emotions, which is a sign, like, maybe this isn't for you. And we have the Emperor, yeah. This Emperor is trying to juggle you because they have mixed emotions. They don't know what to do. Like I said before, they are the child. If you leave, they don't know how to take care of themselves or what the fuck to do. Which is why they need you to be stuck. See, Butterfly need you to be stuck. Butterfly need you to stop your transformation. Even though you already transformed into this butterfly, don't fly away. You can't fly away because they need you. But their eyes are closed. They're gonna try to make it seem like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see it the way you see it, but they're purposely closing their eyes, intentionally closing their eyes. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's fake. It's phony. Superficial. Also very materialistic. And with the mountains being here, they're just creating nothing but obstacles and challenges. So you won't move on, you won't move forward. Because with the Queen of Wands, it's water and fire, and that pretty much make steam, mist, or whatever, condensation, evaporation. And it's like and then with water being here, that's love, intuition, emotions, psychic abilities, because the moon, and like, pretty much controls, not even controls the water, but like, the tides and stuff like that. And then with the Magician being here, and then it also ties to the third card, the 3, and the 3 is tied to the Empress, and we have the Lover and the Empress right here. this trickster is pretty much gonna try to, like I said before, it's merely just physical attraction. There's no actual love or care or anything like that. But they're gonna try to mirror you to say that y'all want the same things. Y'all been through the same thing. They want to work with you. Oh no, that's a ram. But it just goes. So, a ram and a bull is totally different animals. But with the horns and stuff like that, I forgot what. Well, y'all have horns to pretty much when like y'all going head to head to pretty much to like hit each other with, but it's like your horns would pretty much would destroy them. Like I said, like either way, you're ranking, you rank above them. This is a ram compared to like a cow or a bull. There's two different horns for one, two different heights. Like it just you're not on the same level, which is why they're trying to keep you stuck and make you think that y'all are when you're not. Yeah, it of one, so you won't move on, you won't move forward. Two, see, with the moon again. But then this is the waxing. So when things supposed to be close to finishing and close to completion, close to a completion, you don't know what choice or what decision to make. So you at this standstill. Alright, because I know before I was talking about if you were in a relationship, because it just popped in my head. If it's you, okay, they're trying to find out, do you love yourself more than you love them? That's the difficult decision. Are you going to choose you or are you going to choose them? Hopefully, I'm rooting for you choosing you, okay? Because I don't know what the fuck the person is. But I'll tell you, this person does not love you. They're not going to change, and they don't care. Point blank period. And that same moon is in the moon of the high priestess. You're the hermit. Your back is already turned to them. This person is a trickster. Oh, and then also with the I'm better with my head than my heart. You see how our hearts crossed? Like, and then she's blindfolded. You don't want to see what's going on. So if you don't see what's going on, how you know what's going on to make the right decision? Which is why they trying to blindfold you and close your eyes and be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't mean it that way. So you can continue to be stuck. See how it's keep coming up? You see it? I'm saying Four cups. You're looking at the 3 cups in front of you, which is supposed to bring you happiness. You're supposed to be celebrating, be able to express your feelings. They express their feelings. Everything works together. You respect their feelings, they respect your feelings, but that's not what's happening. And you're slowly starting to become like apathetic to it and have like regrets and I won't say resentment, but Spirit is trying to come in and help you. That's what the 8 of Wands, like, help is on the way. Spirit is coming to help you. They've been coming to help you. If you're already in the healing process, I also said this person is blocked. Like, block this person and move on. Okay? Leave this person in the past. Don't pick it back up. Like, just leave it in the past. Because, like, your arms are folded here, arms folded, like, you don't want it. You're not happy with it. So why you keep taking it? Leave it alone. They're going to try to dress it in many different ways, but it's still the same person. See, 3 of Pentacles. There's not a stable foundation that moves on to. Also with the 3s, and it keeps tying back to the Empress, you're the divine feminine, right? This person trying to pass it off as if they're your divine masculine. They're not whatsoever. Divine masculine is not even okay. Your person name enter here is a divine masculine. That don't even make it. That don't sound right. Don't even sound right. Pretty sure if you said that to spirit will bust out laughing. Cause it's like no, they never were. They are literally a karmic, which is why the devils keep coming out. They're your karmic counterpart. You trying to build a foundation with a karmic. Somebody that's destructive and just know how to destroy things rather than build it up. Funny enough, it says Mars and Capricorn is the devil card. And Mars is fire, Queen of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. See, all these wands, yeah. You have to take action and take on the love that you have. Either, I would say you love for self, okay? What? If you actually loved yourself and have confidence and like, let me say high self-esteem, but like normal self-esteem, like you know you have flaws. You're not boasty about it. Or trying to make other people feel inadequate and stuff like that, bringing them down. You're not doing that. What would you do? Would you stay with this person? No, because that's what my mind said. My mind said no. So I'm assuming that you said no too? Great. Then why are you still with this person? Why are you still giving this person the time of day? Why are you still talking to this person? Why does this person still have access to you? Before I used to say, like, if you're getting married, would you invite this person to your wedding? To the reception? If they was invited to the reception, if they got the mic, would you allow them to speak? No? Why they there? Because a wedding is supposed to be a happy and joyous occasion. The Three of Cups, right? Happy and joyous occasion. But here comes this person trying to talk about things that you did, let's say 10 years ago, as if it was recent day. And it's like, you haven't done that since like 10 years. Meanwhile, this person that you're marrying knew you for 5 and they don't know nothing about it. It's like that. Like they purposely brought that up because they know that this person don't know about it. Or they assume that this person don't know about it, but then it's like you already talked to your person. You already opened up with your person, told them that this is how you used to be. But you no longer like that. And your person used to do the same thing, but y'all no longer like that. So it's like they literally try to sabotage your relationship, but then it's like they keep doing it, but you keep trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because you have love and care for this person, or you just think like this person doesn't mean it when it's like they mean it. They're intentionally doing it. They're intentionally sabotaging it. They don't know how to build anything up. They just know how to destroy. Which is why you need to leave this person in the past and block them, like I said, because you cannot work with this person. You will always be in like the Three of Pentacles rather than actually get into the Eight of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles in that instance would be like apprenticeship. You will always be trying to find like a mentor and stuff like that. You'll never get to mastery. See? Eight of Swords. No, 10 of Swords, not Eight of Swords. This probably was an ambush. Something you didn't see coming. But, or just very drastic and overkill. Happy squirrel. It could also just be an end. Because 10s are the end. So it's like you put this behind you, you let it come to an end, and you move on, and you move forward. Because we're here, where the tree was just like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Why you mad? What? Over here, you're happy. And the tree happy too. So it's like you leave this unfertile situation does nothing but stress and chaos, and you becoming more happy. You leave it behind you, you move on, you move forward. Take Page of Swords. Go ahead, sit over here, because you want to learn. You see that the Nine of Cups, here. You're the one that's happy. You're cutting out this Queen of Wands. You on alert that this Queen of Wands is coming to you to try to have some type of foundation with you, but you know that they're a trickster, and they're not going to tell you the truth, and you know the truth. They're going to try to ambush you or sabotage you. But you already knew that. You was already ready. You was waiting for them at the door. You with the earth and air, like, yeah. Because this, technically, all the swords would be air. And then the pentacles would be earths. So we went from Two of Pentacles, from juggling and, like, not knowing which way to go, multitasking and stuff like that, mixed emotions, to the Three of Pentacles, where you actually started working on something. So it was like whatever you started working on. If it's with this person, it's pretty much you work on it, you do all the work, and they pretty much want to attach their name to the, like, whatever you do. So, like, you get stuck into this trap, you do everything for them, because you're the butterfly. You get stuck in this trap, you do everything for them, you at this stagnant, Two of Swords, having difficult decision, you don't know if you're going to pick them or choose yourself. And then with the Ten of Swords, it's like all that comes to an end because you picked yourself. And Spirit just like, bitch, you was never alone. I was there with you. Like, we worked together, and you happy. If you and Spirit. And then we have Detox, because this came out after. So we have Detox, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. See what the Two of Swords. Block that person. The person was blocked. Now let's see what they're gonna try to say. What they're gonna try to come at you with. With the Page of Swords here, you on lookout. You on guard. You know something's about to happen. You just don't know what. So let's see. Let's see what they want to say. What they want to come to you with, bring you. So we got the Four of Swords. They see you healing. Ten of Wands. Nine of Cups. So before, we're in the Two of Swords, where you have the waxing moon, they have the winding moon. So waxing means that it's coming to an end, coming to a completion, or about to. Winding means like it just started. This is a lamb. I know it was something about animals before. I said that's a ram, right? Yeah. I don't know if a lamb become a ram. I'll be honest with you, I'm just gonna leave it. But they say that you're healing now. It's like now they're going to try to like mimic it. Try to say like, oh, they heal too. They see all the pressure and the burdens that they put on you. They no longer want to do that. They change their ways. They want this to work where they're happy, you happy, right? To move on and move forward. Three of Wands. See, five of Swords reverse. They no longer will sabotage it. They're no longer gonna run from this. They actually gonna fight, putting the work in, putting the effort in. Wheel of Fortune. Because I mainly looked at the owl, and the owl in this deck, it could be the Queen of Swords or the Page of Swords. And if it is the Page of Swords, you're right there. You're the one on top. And see the waxing moon again. You're the one on top. You're the one like more like, and this is a 10. You're the one that's like can pretty much close this out, change this. And which is why they're trying to come to you and tell you a whole bunch of lies. See? Eight of Pentacles. Tell you a whole bunch of lies. To undo all the work. Because I'm just looking at these pentacles right here. I know there's more because even if I look over here, it just ties right back to these threes. These two down here, it took me like, it took me like, even if, like I'm looking over here, I don't see this. I just see these three. So it's like, it's Eight of Pentacles, but it's really Three of Pentacles. Pretty much is what that's saying. Here, curiosity killed the guy. They see that you're healing. They're going to try to come in and be, because they're curious to see who you're going to choose. Are you going to choose yourself? Or are you going to choose them? And then all the work and efforts, because Eight of Pentacles is work, time, and effort and stuff like that. They're going to try to make it seem like they worked and healed and mastered. They actually did change when all actuality they didn't. They want to be able to be on top of their will and like gain. Because like I said, they see that you're healing. And they want to be the one on top. They want their own sense of happiness. And leeching off of you, or latching onto somebody that's very successful, helps them move on and move forward. So if they don't mind putting their pride to the side to like apologize for that so they can be around you and pretty much sabotage you. Because I don't know why they would be healing and recovering and recharging and rejuvenating, and that somehow cause burdens. Healing shouldn't be burdenful or pain. Well, it might be painful, yes, because you hurt, but it shouldn't be stressful. Well, you can't do what you used to, but that's how you got hurt in the first place. So why would you want to do it again? It's like, why would you want to do it again? That's why the Page of Wands, this curiosity, killed the cat. They did it once. They're gonna try to see if they can do it again. And how many times can they do this? That's what's like. This is not actually an Eight of Pentacles because I don't see like these two down here. I don't see them. I just see the three up there. But then that becomes Six of Pentacles. That's all about giving and receiving. But they juggling. Oh, that's why the Two of Pentacles. I keep saying I don't see these Two of Pentacles. They juggling. They tell you what they need to tell you for them to be on top, and that's why the burdens, and they stressed out because now that you see the truth or you know the truth, they can no longer sabotage it or hide. They literally have to come out and tell the truth. And even if they do come out and tell the truth, you can be like, I know, and you still move on. You still move on. You still move forward without them. The Three of Wands. This person continued to be left in the past. It was like this wand they left in the past. You had this wand in your hand, and then Three of Wands. This wand now becomes in the past, and you still move on. So it's like no matter what, you move on without this person. Then I realized it went from the Queen of Wands to the Page of Wands. So this person, like I said, they decrease. So even like I said, my analogy before, if they were a private, they get kicked out. They're no longer in the army. Like, because that's if they're a private, that's the lowest you can go. So now they're a civilian. Like just, and I don't even think it would be honorable discharge. Like it just get out, like that kind of thing. And it's like now that you're moving on, now they see how they sabotaged it. Now they see the errors in their ways and stuff like that and trying to undo it. But they purposely did this shit. They are purposely like withholding information. So they're trying to come in with lies as if that's going to help. Then we have the Five of Cups. So you see, still looking at the Three Cups, still standing, having no feelings towards it, upset, arms folded, crying, boo-hoo-hoo, and feeling all is lost and all is not lost. You have Two Cups still standing, and you healed yourself to go find the actual true love. Even if you're by yourself now, you're better by yourself than being with this person, and they know that. See the sun. They know that. They see that. It's being illuminated. and because you're moving away your happiness, you're happy and you're pure and innocent, and what they saw it as naive. So it's like they, like I was like before, they were trying to take your kindness as a weakness. They was the one that was naive. They trying to destroy, like that's why they attacked your love. They feel like, oh, if they do that, then you won't love again. You won't be this nice and kind person. You won't be so trusting or so open. And it's just like, let's say it was already like you didn't really allow people to be in your circle before, to be in your face, right? They had to like make it through like, not even like this checklist, but they had to make it through security. It's like where before you had other people being security, now you're security all the way through. It's like nah, like this door is closed to you. So it's like even if this person come back, that's why you keep coming about this Queen of Swords. Like you used to be this Queen of Cups, and it's like you cannot be the Queen of Cups with this person. So you're the Queen of Swords. What do you want? Tell me what you want. If it's not the truth, I can't help you. And then with the Hermit being out here, it's like you go within and you ask yourself these questions, and your higher self pretty much will tell you like, yeah, something isn't right here, something off, and it shines a light and illuminate everything, and you be like, yeah, this is not my friend, this is not my person, this is not this is not that. I gotta leave this person. Because the Five of Cups also talk about sadness, melancholy, and depression. Over the Three Cups that's supposed to bring you happiness. Where you're supposed to be able to share your feelings. Like, yeah, Empress. Keep saying they played themselves out of Empress. Yeah, Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups. They sabotage themselves out of the Queen of Cups. Or now that they see that you're healing and that you're actually the Empress, they're trying to come back hoping that you're the Queen of Cups with them and play on that Queen of Cups aspect of the Empress, and that sabotaging themselves because you no longer that person with them, like I just said. Three of Wands. You moving on, moving forward. See, they behind you. Even if they try to, where we have the Two of Wands up there, even if they try to come and be like, oh, things change, let's move on, da 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 da. Right, and the waters are calm now. Where before you see the two boats here. It's like now they try to make it seem like, oh, it was always coming to you. I was always going to give you these offers, and it's just like, no, it wasn't. See, death. It was never coming to you. They see that you have options and you're moving on, and how they sabotage this. And with the further you get away, more things end for them. So let's say, like I said before, they pretty much benefited off of you not having confidence or not having boundaries and stuff like that. And then the Empress, she's very fertile. So it could be like abundant, it could be love, it could be friends, social, that kind of thing. And it's like while you were with them, just being attached to you. Like clout. Yeah, we did get that clout hungry. It's like if they never mention your name or say your name or say they got beef with you or say they're doing this and doing that, people won't give them the time of day. So that is like that's what they're doing. But you wear your heart on your sleeve, kind of thing. And so it's like wherever, I won't say you have like the Midas touch, but where versus them where everything they Timmy's mom, where everything I touch dies. It's like that. Like everything that they touch literally dies. Where everything that you touch grows. Because you're loving and kind and genuine nature. And they sabotage that. So where you could have helped them improve their life, they wanted it to go their way, even though their way was very delusional and stupid. It makes no sense. So you stopped giving them love and gave it to yourself. And I say now they say that you're the Empress, and now they're trying to come back and be like, oh damn, I was going through this, I was going through that, and it's like no, mm-mm, mm-mm. That explains it, but that doesn't excuse it. And that's this person's problem. They feel like certain shit, like, they excuse why they did something, and it's like, it does not. It does not. It does not. That's why it's like, oh, they was going, like, it was something like, it's like, you could have said that, rather than simply disappearing. Because if you had did that, then they would be mad. But because it was them, you shouldn't be mad. Double standards. Hypocrisy. Like, and all that's coming to an end. Also, a couple of things. Another thing, because the Four of Cups could be rejection. If this person rejected you, it's because they didn't see your worth, they see your value, and it wasn't. And with the Hierophant being here, it wasn't meant for them to see, because they were the devil. They would have did nothing but destroyed it. They probably destroyed you a little bit, but they didn't destroy you the way that they could have destroyed you, which is why they're trying to come back to finish it. So don't allow them to come back. No, I almost forgot these cards. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, wait, hold on. Did this all come out together? Yeah. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. See what I'm talking about with the 8? Like the Six of Pentacles. And it keeps decreasing. So we went from 9, where you're content. I mean, because the Nine of Pentacles is talking about like content, also being free and being liberated. To the Seven of Pentacles, where you're putting a lot of work and effort in trying to plant those seeds. But also it went backwards. Because the Nine of Pentacles is Minor Arcana Empress. But how she got there was because all the work and effort she put in. Seven of Pentacles. So it was Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. It was like you're on your way up becoming the Empress. But it's like they see and know that you are the Empress. Want to bind you or get you to give them a chance again. Right? Get you to be content with how things are, with the Nine of Cups being here. You see, like, their change, quote unquote. They really missed you, that, and the third. But then it's like, if they really cared, they would have changed when they had you. They wouldn't have waited till you left to then change. They didn't give a fuck enough to change to keep you, but they care enough to change to get you back. Why'd you have to leave? If they cared. If they loved you. See how it's backwards? Don't fall for it. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, because it's not equal give and take. They tell you what they want you to know, not what you need to hear. Then we have the Seven of Cups, an illusion, a daydream, imagination, a fantasy. That's why I was like, they trying to figure out what do you choose? Because in the Seven of Cups, one of the cups is you. Are you going to choose yourself? Or are you going to choose another cup that have pretty much glitters in it? And we have the Wheel of Fortune. See? Mm-hmm. And then the Wheel of Fortune, right? Seeing that it has 4 and 7 right next to it. Well, pretty much highlighted. It attached to all the 7 and the 4 cards. And 4 talks about stagnation, stability, pause, foundation. We have the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Is there any more 4s? Yeah, no. We have the 4 of Swords. Like, you're healing and this person healing two totally different heals. So they're going to try to bring you an offer or, like, make it seem like it's the Ace of Cups when it's not. Like I said, your back is turned to it. You know this person's love is fake. You don't really care for this person. This person doesn't really care for you. And they just want to be on top. They're just doing it for money. They just want money. And 7s talk about challenges and adversities. Also self. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Why undo everything that you worked so hard for? All the healing that you put in to undo it for this person. They don't give a fuck about you. Also, they gonna make you do all the work. Two of Swords. See? And then we have Three of Wands. Yeah, block this person and move on. Because the two, it's all about, supposed to be like the Emperor. Yeah. This person's not your Emperor. This person is a controlling, possessive person that thinks they know what's best for everybody when they don't. Yeah, pretty much like I said. They say that you're free, liberated, and independent. Either you are the minor arcana's Empress, you have the ability to get to full Empress level, and they now see that with the sun being out here, all that's being shined and illuminated. And they say that you have options and you single, and they want to come back in and be this option, plant the seeds to be this option, but they don't know how to because it's so much. Either you actually did block this person and they can't get back in, so they trying to either send somebody or plant seeds and fantasies. Lies, rumors to explain why you blocked them or why you're not talking. But then the versions that they're telling people, if they really sat down and think about it, it makes absolutely no sense. But that's not who they go into. They go into people that loves to hate you or automatically just go on their side without thinking. And the Wheel of, like, that's what the Wheel of Fortune is, Six of Pentacles. They they go to the people that will be on their side automatically. They will be on top. Well, like those enablers kind of things. And give them this false sense of what's going on or what happened. And then these came out together. So we have the Hanged Man, the Hierophant. Yeah, they're in spiritual prison. Then we have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So and then the Hanged Man ties to fives and the eights. I said the Hierophant. That's a five. And eights. So Eight of Pentacles. That's not actually Eight of Pentacles, like I said. And the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And fives is changing and stuff like that. So you gained a whole new perspective on this person. So where you were stuck with, I said before with the fours, where you were stuck in stagnation, you're no longer stuck. You freed yourself and you're moving on and moving forward. And they see that. And then the Hierophant ties to the twos and fours. Now this false emperor is the one that's in spiritual prison and stagnation and can't move forward. Three of Swords. Because of the heart, and that's a harsh truth that they get to sit and watch you move on. And they're heartbroken by it. But they had, with the Three of Swords being Saturn and Libra, they had nothing but time and opportunity. Okay? Because Saturn is time. Okay? Also karmic lessons. They was they was been warned to stop this shit. They didn't stop it. They continued to do it. But then they thought it was fair and it's right. Everything's gonna work out for them because of their little spiritual ranking that they had. And the harsh reality is, you was higher than them. It's like undercover boss, pretty much. And now they realizing that they pretty much played themselves out of a job. They played themselves out of an empress. They played themselves out of love. They played themselves out of a job. They played themselves out of happiness. They played themselves out of a lot of things. They played themselves out of a lot of things. But then they don't want to say that's what they did. They're going to be like, oh, I was fired. I don't know why I was fired. I didn't do anything. I was just doing my job. Like, no. No. You didn't. Like, and the Ten of Cups is fantasies. An illusion. Again. That's the romantic offer that they're going to try to bring you in that Four of Cups. That's why they're going to try to bring you this romantic offer. Try to apologize to get unstuck. To get you... No, not even to get unstuck. They know that they stuck. They know they can't move on and they can't move forward. So they think if they get your forgiveness, they'd be able to move forward. And it's just like, that's... No. Especially if you already forgive this person, it's just like, clearly that's not how that works. You're stuck because you did something wrong. Spiritually wrong. The Hierophant coming out this twice, and it says the Hierophant is Taurus, and I kept talking about a damn bull. Taurus. Like, you didn't do anything wrong for this person to attack you the way that they spiritually attack you, physically attack you, all the attacks that they did, you did nothing to this person. Which is why they said block them, unfriend that asshole, move away. You didn't do anything. And then it's like you thought you did, and Spirit just like keep trying to tell you like you didn't do anything. So you were stuck in the stagnation, being tortured and punished for something you didn't do. They wanted you to have this, be in this mental mind trap, feel like you weren't worthy because you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not like, and it's like that wasn't the case. You don't need to do stuff in order to be worthy. See, 3 of Cups. Now they want to come in, communicate, and tell you all this. And we have Death and Strength. Yeah. And Death ties to the 6 and 7. So the 6 of Pentacles and then 7s. So there's giving you nothing but fantasies, but expecting you to do all the work and then taking credit for it as if they did something. All that's coming to an end. And then Strength ties to 5s and 4s. So you being depressed, melancholy, boo-hoo-hooing, feeling like all is lost in life. I don't know if the Hierophant, like, oh yeah, you healing that. You healing from that. Anything that was stuck is coming, that all that's coming to an end. You're no longer stuck. You're moving on. You're moving forward. No longer people pleasing. No longer in your pride or your ego. All that's coming to an end. Or this person gonna say like they put in their pride to the side to apologize, but simply you were simply saying how you feel and saying no and rejecting this person checks this person's ego. Again, you've been checking this person's ego because you're happier without them. You're doing better without them. Funny enough, Eminem Monster popped in my head and she was like, you are a monster. Like, yeah, you're better without this person. And you realize that. And they're trying to come back and be like, no, I'm not the monster that you think I am. And it's just like, yes, you are. You're Randall. It's okay, Randall. It's alright. They trying to paint it off that they Sully when they Randall. Like, you might be like Mouse Krasowski, but they Randall. And then we have the World. So this cycle coming to an end and coming to completion. And then with the Hierophant being here, he calls the shots. And when he said it's done, a human can't open that shit back up and be like, oh yeah, let me just open this. Like, nah, he closed it. It's closed. You can open it if you think you bad, you open that shit. Like, you open if you want to. I'm missing a card. We have the Two of Pentacles. So this cycling of juggling and going back and forth. Oh, I found it. It's coming to an end. It comes to completion. So you see, like these people walking to you, or I don't know if that's you, but like walking, like the boat's here and stuff like that. It's like an option is coming to you, and they see like you have options. So they could be this one on this boat over here trying to get to you, but the reason why they can't get to you is for one, spirit saying no. I know your intentions. No. Even if they do get to you, you still also say no. So it's just like, I'm trying to save you time and embarrassment of being rejected. Even when we shouldn't, we're trying to. Like, then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, just leave the person alone. Because they're healing. It's like, why are you trying to undo this person healing? For what? Because you're lonely. And you need love. Like, you're not even trying to give this person love. They're happy. They're content. You see that they're about to be financially stable and independent. Or no, they're financially stable, independent, and happy with the life that they have. And you just like, oh, well, they see that, not saying that they see that you have extra money laying around, but they feel like all the extra money that you have lying around, why have it lying around if you can use it on, like, and for the things that you want in life? And they might so will say that so you can spend it on that. And it's like, you don't even want this person in your life, so why are you spending money on that? Oh, had another card. Look at that. We have, see, the Eight of Cups. See, you already walked away. You walked away, and now they're looking like, damn, they really did love me, huh? And I fucked it up. I caused them to walk away. Let me change. It's like, you didn't care enough to change while you had me, but you cared enough to change while I'm no longer there. And then be like, oh, look, I did what you asked me to do. It's just like, no. But see, again, 9, 8 is decreasing. The situation was done and over when I walked away. It been in the past. You keep trying to bring the past into the present for what? That's not where it need to be. So you could juggle? Like, no. That's all coming to an end. This cycle come to an end. Once I walked away, came to an end. Completion. Done. So now, see if you look at the moon, right? It's the waxing, but I said over here, that was down here, one of these cards, right? And then a full moon. You completed the cycle. You realize this is not your person. You're good. But they wanted you to have some sense of clouded judgment and some shit to choose them. And it's like, no. Who's you? Right, so these two came out together. We have loyal heart and exchanging gifts. Oh, a ballerina and a cat. Look at that. A tiger and a lion is a cat. You're the one with the gifts and the loyal heart. They literally took your kindness for a weakness. The love and loyalty that you was given to this person, they took it for a weakness. That's what you gave them, and they gave you back. What they gave you is stress, anxiety, melancholy, depression, burdens. It was not, it's like, no. You gave love, they gave lust. It's not the same. Love is not lust. Lust is not love. I mean, you literally have to walk away to find your happiness. Because Page of Swords, right? Happy squirrel. Page of Swords. 9 of Cups. You're happier without this person. You have to leave this person to get your wish fulfillment. What's underneath the 9? See? 5 of Wands. Now that's causing problem and conflict. But yet they loved you. They love you and then they want you happy, right? If you're happier without this person, shouldn't they be happy with that? But it's like they will literally want you happy and single forever. But they can do whatever they want to do out in these streets. Not fair. Then we have you eaten today? You're acting like a big ass baby. And that came out with, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. Right? So with the have you eaten before, acting like a big ass baby. You know, you need some food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. Cartman. Taco, 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 taco. Like, eat a taco. Huh, South Park from time to time is mad funny. Then what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. So like I said before, like, a goal with no plan is just delusion. It's like this person is delusional. And then we have, if you're waiting for a sign, well, here the fuck it is. We got 2 Hierophants, okay? 2 Hierophants, 2 Four Swords, 3 Nine of Pentacles, which is talking about freeing yourself and liberating yourself. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Okay. 2 Deaths, 2 Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Cups came out. Wait, the 3 of Cups is flown around way before the actual 3 of Cups came out. So it's like you gave yourself closure and the truth without actually speaking to this person. And it's like now they're going to try to give you their version of the truth, not the actual truth. Because if you think this person's going to tell you they was cheating, they're going to tell you they cheated. They're not going to tell you they was cheating with however many people they was cheating with. They're not going to tell you that. Oh, the 3 of Wands came out like mad times. I was like, it was another card that came out. 3 of Wands came out mad times. Strength came out twice. Yeah. Oh, the 5 of Wands. No, 5 of Wands. 5 of Swords. The self-sabotage. Or just sabotage in general. Yeah. This is a sign. This person will sabotage their relationship. And they just do it by themselves. You don't have to do anything. You did absolutely nothing wrong. They sabotaged it by themselves. Wholehandedly by themselves. And next we have building blocks. Right? That's the 3 of Pentacles. They see that you're building something without them. And it's going to be successful. Then we have laugh. Where's your sense of humor? Yeah. You're building something. And you're building it without them. And it's going to be successful. And they see it's going to be successful. So which is why they're trying to attach themselves onto it. So by the time that it get to like the 8 of Pentacles where it needs to be, well, even that where it needs to be like mastered, when it's already being mastered, or like, or they think, seeing that the 8 of Pentacles came out and I was like, all I keep seeing was the 3. They might be thinking that you in this building block stage when you actually got the 8 of Pentacles, this mastery stage. And that's why it's kind of funny. It's like, they expected you to stay the same and you're not the same. You changed. Then they're gonna try to throw that in your face like, oh, you changed. And it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. It's a part of life. Like, which is why you building things and you doing big things. And this person, all they know how to do is destroy. Then we have new life. See, what did I say? They see you healing, moving on, building something without them, and it's better than what you, if you had built it with them, wouldn't have been the way that it was. So they see that your life is happier without them, and they just like, whoa, 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 what is coming from? What happened? Let me get back in there. They love me. I know they're going to take me back. They're going to bring me part of this new life. We're going to have this. We're going to have that. And it's like, no. Don't let them fuck up your new life, okay? Because they will make your new life like your old life. Don't allow them to do it. Then we have step away from the crazy ass diet for a hot second. Kale and I don't know what that is. Tastes like ass. I want to say Splenda, but I don't think that's nope. That's not Splenda. I don't know what that is. Tastes like ass. Then we have eat something yummy. Bacon, chocolate, bear, get some. But yeah, this person is not a part of your new life. It does not need to be a part of your new life. And yeah, so pretty much my analogy, like I said, like they are trying to impersonate a teacher, try to make it seem like see if you learned this karmics like lesson, right? Um, but they took it upon themselves to try to see if you learned this karmic lesson, and they know that you already learned the lesson, which is why you're no longer talking to this person, which is why you blocked this person. Oh yeah, Two of Swords came out like twice too, right? I'm like, yeah. Which is why they're blocked, which is why they are where they are, and you are where you are in this new life, and they in your old life. But yeah, so before it was the devil, then lovers, but then we already know that the lover type came with the Empress, and then we had the Page of Swords. We got that here. Then we already know the Nine of Cups came with the Page of Swords, and then we already know this. Boom, right? Boom. And then we already got the Devil. And then it was the Knight of Wands, so the player being in and out, flighty. And then the King of Pentacles. If you take all that out, now look, we have the Page of Pentacles. So it's like that's the before tarot. So you didn't. It's like now you see all this. So it's like so before you learned that this person is actually a devil or your karmic counterpart and stuff like that, you didn't realize the secret intentions that they have with the moon being here, and it's the waning moon, so it's just like it's pretty much still in the beginning. So it's like when it was like freshly new, okay, you didn't. That was like they probably showed you like these red flags, but you didn't know or to like process to learn and sit down and learn like this is who this person is, right? To see through the like the deception and the lies and the secrecy, um, but you put this with the Ace of Wands, this new passionate beginning with them and stuff like that. But it was all lies and deceptions. There were secrets, illusions that was painted that you didn't really know, but they did. And that's why you have the Seven of Swords. Can't really see it. The Seven of Swords, right? Seven of Swords, because this person was lying and sneaking and deceptive. And also with the Five of Swords, there's two swords down right here, and then two swords left here, and then there's people over here standing. It's like they thought no one saw them do this, but people seen them do this. And then it's just like, even if you weren't there to see them do it, you just hear it and be like, yeah, that sounds like that person. Like that kind of thing. Like, or you just hear the story and be like, you don't realize that this person is doing this. Like, that kind of thing. And then we have Judgment and in the Kabbalah deck, so that ties to 8 and like your kingdom, so like the foundation. So the King of Wands, all the kings and the queens and stuff like that, they're and the Page, they're kingdom. So that's like actual day-to-day people that you interact with. So it's like you're making a decision and judgment call to stop interacting with certain people in your kingdom and your reality, your day-to-day, who's around you. Then one person is painting themselves as a King of Cups, but they're not a King of Cups. Cause I remember that came up one time, and I remember the video that I did from like a year, not even a year ago, like a month ago, where there if With the King of Pentacles that came out, you're more financially stable and independent than this person, and even confidence and stuff like that, but you're humble. Where this King of Cups is in a whole relationship or even married, but still trying to flirt and holler and talk to people. So he can have the power of rejecting them and telling them no, or having you be a side chick, and then once it's it's just pride and ego. But they gonna try to paint it off as like, oh, I want to know if I still got it like that, and it just that and the third. But it's like you have a whole wife at home. That's not. It's like you disrespecting your household. And it's like if you realize how people treat their partners, it's like why would you want to be in business with them? If you cheat on the person that you sleep in bed with, I know you're gonna cheat on me. I don't even gotta be in your bed. Like, and I know you're gonna cheat on me. Like that kind of thing. It's like, hey. Then we have the hangman. Yeah, and then there's a person here. It's like somebody provided you help and knowledge. It could be like an actual tarot reader that gave you the truth, provide you help and knowledge for you to gain, like, see things in a new perspective. So even if you are in this hangman, where, because your legs is crossed, where in the before tarot, if you look at him, his legs are not crossed, his legs are straight. His legs being crossed is symbolized like he's in a very uncomfortable position, but he find comfort in it, and he's gonna be okay, and he's making it through this uncomfortable position while like, okay, because he's drinking water. You can't drink water upside down. So I mean, I want to recommend, but don't try it, okay? But so it's just like this person was throwing you stress, burden, and chaos, and like it's stuff like that, and it's like you still healed from it. You overcame it, even while with this person. It's like you still you was talking to this person, talking to this person, talking to this person. And at some point in time, you stopped talking, right? And they just thought, oh, okay, things was getting better, and they probably broke up with them out of nowhere. Well, to them, it's out of nowhere, but to you, it's just like, what did you expect? That kind of thing, and it's like now that you're gone, now they're realizing, or now they're changing to do the things that you was like pretty much saying or like asking for, pretty much, or just simply saying like, this is what I need, this is that, and this kind of thing. And but while I was together, they started making it seem like you was asking for way too much. They can't do that. They're not capable of doing it. But now you're no longer there. They see you happy, about to move on. Now they're capable of doing it. As they was always capable, they just didn't want to. You see it. You got a new perspective. This, the sun was already out, and then we have gained enlightenment. You see, everything was illuminated. You got a new perspective. Then you had the Nine of Cups. Sun. Yes. Then you setting boundaries because this person isn't it. You standing right next to them side eye, because what they giving you is bullshit. You standing right next to them side eyeing them like, I don't, head's all fucked up because of this person. Like, one of us gotta leave, and I don't think it's me. Like that kind of thing. And but the Six of Pentacles, like you giving your truth and you speaking your truth and you saying what makes you happy, what you need to do to move on and move forward, and they just trying to pretty much, where they're trying to lie in order to move on, you're giving nothing but solid ass truth and staying firm in your decision of cutting this person out. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for this reading. Bye. Thank you for watching.